I think it's really too bad that no one called her or called her lawyer. My understanding is she got emails. And this is a woman, and I really believe, who's been profoundly impacted by this. Now, I can't say everything's truthful. I don't know. Right. But I do know that they had to contact her lawyers. And I know she did not want to go public. That's why I didn't make the letter public, because I couldn't be assured of what would happen. And unfortunately, that was taken out of my control.
According to Ed Whelan, Senator Dianne Feinstein will owe Supreme Court nominee Judge Brett Kavanaugh a huge apology next week. By 1 week from today, I expect that Judge Kavanaugh will have been clearly vindicated on this matter. Specifically, I expect that compelling evidence will show his categorical denial to be truthful. There will be no cloud over him. Whelan is prominent in conservative legal circles, and might know of matters afoot behind the scenes that the rest of us plebs aren't aware of yet. He seems very confident that the Ford matter is about to blow up in Democrats' faces somehow. The ominous claim immediately got people talking, as Whelan is not one to write checks he cannot cash. Indeed, while random tweets are seldom taken seriously, Whelan is. He is among the most well-respected insiders in Washington, and he surely would not jeopardize his reputation by making a claim that he couldn't back up. There might indeed be criminal activity that needs probing here, but not activity engaged in by the nominee. Whelan also made a point of reminding his readers that lying under oath to the Senate Judiciary Committee is a federal offense. Whelan's claim is the only one being taken seriously by conservatives, including several close to Kavanaugh, who were tantalized by his assertions, given his decades-long friendship with Kavanaugh and close involvement with the nomination process. A graduate of Harvard Law School who served as a law clerk to the late Justice Antonin Scalia, and a blogger on legal issues for National Review Online, he has worked alongside Federalist Society Executive Director Leon Idlio advising the White House on judicial nominations. Ed Whelan is the model of careful, discerning legal analysis and commentary. It's why all of us who know him take everything he says and writes so seriously, said Rich Laurie, the editor of National Review, where Whelan writes on judicial issues. Adding to the intrigue, Whelan has told at least 3 associates that his confidence level in his assertions is close to 100%. Maybe he knew that Patrick P.J. Smith, allegedly named by Ford as an attendee at the party, was about to come forward and say that he never saw misconduct by Kavanaugh. Whelan tweeted about the Smith revelation this morning, though, noting that much more is still to come. He doubled down on the mistaken identity claim in a separate tweet, highlighting Kathleen Parker's column today wondering about that possibility. Kavanaugh himself reportedly raised the possibility of mistaken identity, which Whelan also noted. Whelan argued that, based on Ford's statements of what happened that night back in 1982, the perpetrator was likely not Kavanaugh. Instead, he pointed to a classmate of Kavanaugh's at Georgetown Prep who, in Whelan's view, looked a lot like Kavanaugh. In doing so, he shared the address and room layout of the classmate's childhood home, photographs of the classmate, and the classmate's full name. Whelan was not alone in making a mistaken identity argument regarding Kavanaugh's accuser. On Monday, Senator Orrin Hatch said Ford must be mixed up and mistaken about the identity of the person who allegedly assaulted her. The plot thickens. Do you think Ed Whelan is right? Is there evidence which exists which will have Senator Dianne Feinstein owing Judge Kavanaugh a huge apology? After all, it's not as if there is evidence exists which can prove Christine Blasey Ford's claims are true. If it did exist, we would surely have it by now, but she is drawing on little more than a repressed memory to substantiate her story.